How good can Joey Porter Jr. be? Well, you're going to really like what I have to say at the end of this, man, because again, it hits a nerve with me. Is that, first of all, I have no idea why Joey Porter Jr. didn't start from day one last year. Um, I was pretty vocal about it. Have no idea why he wasn't out there. When he actually got on the field full time, clearly he was the best cornerback that the Steelers had on the roster. And you can't tell me that he just became the best Steelers cornerback when he got on the field. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. And moving him along slow and this and that. Unnecessary, man. Unnecessary. Put the guy out there. And when he got out there, he played good. He played good. Look, he traveled with some of the, and how many cornerbacks can you say in today's day and age travel with the best receiver? He was doing that. He was playing very physical football, good football, little handsy. I understand. I understand. And does he need to knock some of that off? Yeah. But that's part of what makes him good is his toughness and his physicality. So Joey Porter Jr., man, I'm telling you, the guy was a handful. Is he a lockdown corner? I guess is the question. Is he going to be the next lockdown corner in the National Football League? I think he will be. I really do. I know that's a lot of Steelers fandom, but if you just watched and you paid attention, you know he was good. And again, didn't even play the whole year. For some reason, the Steelers just how we do, and it just gets old to me. It's old way of thinking where you got to ease them in, ease them in, ease them in. Same with Broderick Jones. I'm like, put the guys out there. They're better than the guys that are currently playing. Who cares if they make some rookie mistakes? You're going to have to live with that. And you still had to live with that when you eventually put those guys in. Joey Porter Jr. did that. I mean, he made some rookie mistakes, but that was few and far between. I'll be honest with you. He played outstanding football, loved it. Absolutely loved it. Now, here's the thing. He still, like I said, needs a little polishing. He's not a finished product. Like I mentioned, little handsy, grabs, things you could get away with in college. He'll have a lot more attention on him this year. So the flags, he might get a couple of more flags. But if he cleans that up and again, accepts coaching and just understands, hey, man, you're in position. You don't have to grab him. Don't panic. If he does that, I'm telling you, he's going to be the next big time corner in the National Football League. Now, what are the rankings? Let's talk about Pro Football Focus. Let's go to that here for a second. So at the end of last year, Pro Football Focus had Joey Porter Jr. ranked number 20. Now, was he number 20? I would be venture to say he was top 15, but I can live with top 20. I can live with it. Going into this year, I'm thinking, okay, Pro Football Focus, he's going to be ranked probably around 12. He's going to end up higher. No. Pro Football Focus has Joey Porter Jr. at 32. Now, I want to relay that again to you because I know you're thinking, B, you've lost your mind. You don't know what you're talking about. No. At the end of last year, at the end of the season, he was number 20. Going into this season, so the only thing that has happened is free agency and the draft. So basically, they're saying that 12 guys that got drafted are going to be better than Joey Porter Jr. And now he's 32. I've said it once. I'll say it a trillion times. Pro Football Focus is a tool. But when you allow for nerd analytics to get in the way of what you see with your own eyes, that's a problem. That's a problem for me. And that's the one thing, anybody that always comes into the comments and they start bringing up some of these nerd analytics, I'm sorry. I'm not listening to it. I'll never disrespect anybody, but I'm not going to listen to nerd analytics, man. I'm just not. I'm going to watch. And what I see, I'm going to use that over what some nerd analytics say. You can't tell me that a man finishes the season at number 20, but somehow you think he's going to be a worse football player And he's coming into the next season at 32. That makes absolutely no sense. And I don't want to hear any trying to logic on why it would make sense. I'm just going to argue with you. I'm just going to argue. That's just crazy to me. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's go to the poll question. Poll question, Joey Porter Jr. Where do you think JPJ will finish the season ranked among other elite corners? Top 5, top 10, top 15, top 20? I think I told you what my answer is. I say top 20 or top 10, excuse me. I believe he's going to be in the top 10. Pro Football Focus doesn't believe that any of this is going to be realistic. They say 32. 32. The thing that drives me insane about that is that there are some teams like the Jets had 3 guys ahead of him. So not only did their first 2 corners, they got either a slot corner and the backup or the backup they say is better than Joey Porter Jr. It's that kind of nonsense. That's what I'm talking about, people. I'm not saying that Pro Football Focus is horrible. I'm not saying it. But what I am saying is that it's just a tool. It's just a tool. Use your eyes. You know what you see and go based on that. Don't let nerd analytics get in the way. Don't let it get in the way.